How's it going, everyone? So for today's video, I'll be showing you guys what's in my photography bag, specifically what's in my everyday carry, being minimalist and all. So as you can see, we are here at the Punggol Digital District. Lighting's great, but before we start the video proper, we need to get something essential, which is coffee. Let's go. So there is a Luckin coffee just right down there, so not to waste time, let's just order coffee before we head down. So for today, I'll be getting the little butter latte. Some people didn't like it because of the weird aftertaste, but personally for me, I think it hits the spot. So let's just add this to cart, pay this item, no dessert because it's the morning, pay with Apple, and here we are. Oh, right, 8:37, 2 minutes. Okay, thanks, man. Nothing like a sweet iced coffee in the morning. So let's head back up to the spot on level 7 earlier, where I can just show you what's in my bag. Alright, so here looks like a pretty good spot for me to just settle everything down and just show you guys what's inside. So of course an EDC bag wouldn't be complete, of course, without the most obvious thing, which is a camera bag. So my choice of bag is gonna be this, the Nomatic 8 liters Peter McKinnon Sling. So the reason why I chose this bag is because it's small. So in a way, it forces me to be very selective and intentional about the kind of stuff that I want to bring on a minimalist photography, casual photo walk-ish. So I'm just gonna open up the bag and then just show you guys what's inside. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty small, like I mentioned, and it's just different compartments. So we'll just go through them, section by section. So over here in the first compartment, of course, we have hand rubs and some wipes, just because it's a different world now. And for power options and charging, my choice would be the Anker MagSafe Go, which is the 10,000 megawatt, I believe. And even though it's MagSafe compatible, I do have a USB-C cable right here, because I realized that if I charge my phone with this using the MagSafe, it tends to overheat. So the cable is here to just address the overheating issue. And of course, the cable can be used for my other electronics, such as my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or my camera. So a little something that I want to talk about a little bit more in this video is this right here. So this is the Fantom Wallet. So I've been using Fantom Wallets for the longest time now, and prior to this video I reached out to these guys to ask if they're able to just send me one for testing, and yes, thankfully they were kind enough to do so. So they sent me this for testing, review, and all opinions are my own, and I get to keep this wallet after this. So I've been using their wallets for the longest time now. I can't remember which is my older model, but as you guys can see, it's pretty beaten up, and there's a MagSafe compatible wallet as well. So for this model, it's the Fantom Wallet M, and of course, as you guys can see, there is no AirTag option right here, just because we have this card tracker right here. So this card tracker works the same as AirTag, so there's no need for external attachments, and that will really help ease up and minimize my footprint. So this is pretty useful, and the reason why I opted for a minimalist wallet over a conventional wallet is because being in a metropolitan city, there's no real need to carry any cash around anymore. So everybody's using card payments, electronic payments. So this really works to my workflow. So, and then this goes back here. So of course, the bag wouldn't be complete without a camera. So my choice of camera for my minimalist EDC is gonna be the Fujifilm X100V. Of course, this camera doesn't need any introduction, just because it's so popular on social media and everywhere else, everybody knows this camera. So the reason why I got this camera and then I use it for my everyday carry is because it's small, compact, and it's so aesthetically pleasing to look at, to hold it, and it's pretty fun to use. And personally, I'm a little bit of a sucker for rangefinder style cameras, even though I never use film cameras in my life. But yeah, this is it. So of course, for this section right here, this is where the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 goes. I bring it around just for the PTS vlogs, for videos like this. And the DJI Osmo Pocket is like so fun to use. You can get all sorts of creative angles, and you can even mount it on magnetic surface if you got the correct mount. And one more thing cool about this is that it really gives you the in-between shots, the A rolls, the B rolls like this. Let me just show you guys. That's pretty sick, right? So I forgot to mention, for this video I'll be doing a little bit something different. So I've just shown you guys my EDC minimalist photography setup. I would want to show you guys on the flip side, if I were to decide to do a more serious photography plan shoot, like landscape or whatever it is, what am I going to carry. So for this half of the video, I'm just going to be heading back and then show you guys what's what. So let's go. Okay, so here we are back at my place. And so the thing I forgot to mention is that for my EDCs, one thing that I actually do carry with me is actually this. This is the Shokz OpenRun Pro 2. The reason why I forgot to mention this is because when I was wearing this the entire time earlier in the video, it's just too comfortable and totally forgotten all about it. So this is what I have on me if I'm out for a casual photo walk, because as you guys can see, this is an open ear kind of application and bone conduction headphones. So it allows me to go out on photo walks, casual stuff, and yet I'm still able to pay attention to my surrounding, keeping me safe. So this is what I'll have. And another thing is that, let's say if I'll be traveling to maybe to town a little bit further away, my choice of bag actually will be this, the Peak Design Everyday Sling 10 liters, just because it's slightly a little bit bigger, and personally for me, I would like to play a bit of game, which is this Nintendo Switch 2 along the way, because being a working adult and having a kid means that during my transit time, that's the only time that I can play games. So moving on, let's say if I know that I'm going for a proper shoot, and the whole setup is going to change. So we're talking about a lot more gears and stuff. So the choice of bag this time around is going to be a backpack, which is the Nomatic PM 25 liters. So it's definitely a bigger backpack, different compartments. So over here, the top compartment, allows me to put, my headphones, Nintendo Switch, chargers, the kind of stuff that you guys saw earlier in the video. And this time round, I might include or even switch it up to the Sony XM6 instead for noise cancellation, a little bit more immersive for the journey to whichever location that I'm planning to shoot. Then of course, the power bank is going to be different. It's going to be this Anker 25,000 megawatt, I think. I'm not sure what the name is, but I'll put it in the description below if you guys are interested. So another thing about this bag is that you're able to put a laptop, but not that I'll put it in anyways. But the main thing about this bag is that the compartments is only one access, and there's a lot of dividers right here, so you can just put your stuff. So this is the bag that I'll use for a more heavy duty, full-on photo shoot. And the choice of gears this time around is going to be a bit different. Let me show you guys here. So of course it's going to be a full-on shoot. The choice of camera is going to be totally different. Of course, the main body is going to be the Sony full frame body. The Fujifilm, it really depends. If my bag has space and able to accommodate, then yeah, for sure I'm gonna bring this. And the lens is gonna be a little different. Let's say if I'm doing, you know, urban cityscape stuff, of course I'll be bringing my 16-35 as well as the 70-200. But let's say it's gonna be just a portrait shoot. Sometimes, you know, it's gonna be the 16-35 and the 85, or it could be the 35 and the 85. So it really depends on, you know, the kind of stuff that we're gonna shoot and plan. So that's all I have for my everyday minimalist carry when I want to keep things light and what I want to bring if I'm gonna switch it up to a full shoot. So of course I'd love to know what you guys, you know, carry in your everyday kit. Whether it's a minimalist or a full-on shoot, you know, drop it in the comment section below. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.